Hi, I'm Masterson, and I just wanted to show you how Deborah and I have been making our own chicken stock at home. It's a bit more nutritious that way, and when you make it from scratch, you can really get a whole cooked chicken, about 2 pounds or so of meat out of it, about 12 cups of stock. So all you're gonna need is a whole chicken and a couple of carrots, 3 pieces of celery, and an onion. And that'll get the job done for you. To get it started, I've got the whole chicken and I already removed the bag of gizzards from it. So I'm gonna take the chicken and place it into a pot that has 4 quarts of filtered water. And then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of just distilled white vinegar to it. Good enough. And we're gonna let that sit for about a half hour. You can chop your vegetables using a knife, but I have this handy little mandolin chopper thing that we got a while back. So I'm just gonna use that to chop them up real quick. There we go, good to go. After the chicken is sat in the vinegar and water for a bit, we're gonna add all the veggies. Crank the heat up to high and bring the water to a boil. Once the pot is boiling, you can reduce the heat down pretty low. It just has to stay at a low simmer. So, you know, ours goes down to low or 1 or 2. I'll probably put it on a 1 overnight there. But you can let it simmer for anywhere from 6 to 24 hours. So the longer it's in there, the more nutrients it's gonna soak out of the bones. And but if you're pushing the 24 hours, the chicken might get a little bit dry. So usually in the past we did it about 16 hours or so, and it worked pretty well, and the chicken was still pretty good. When there's about 10, 15, 20 minutes before you're gonna pull the stock from the heat, you can toss in about half a bunch or so of parsley. And that just gives it kind of an extra burst of nutrients and minerals. And after that, gonna remove the chicken, remove the veggies, and we'll be pretty much done. Once you have all of the chicken out, you can use one of these screen strainer things and just pour it through into like a large pitcher. That's usually what I do. And then from the pitcher, I just pour it into larger glass jars that I use for storage in the fridge. You want to leave this in the fridge and wait for the fat kind of to separate out on top. Usually all it takes is overnight or so, and that way then you can skim the fat off the top and remove it, and then you're good to go with your stock. So that's it. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. I'll put a link to a blog post down below. It'll have a list of all the ingredients and resources that you'll need to make this recipe, and hope you enjoy it. You can use the chicken and the stock for soups or various other dishes, but it's a good way to get the most out of a whole chicken as well as make some really nutritious stock.